Houston, same old with Chris Sale. This bodes well for the Red Sox. On the eve of throwing the first playoff pitch of his pro career, Sale could not have looked and sounded more, well, normal yesterday. True, he was a bit sniffly with a froggy voice because of a cold he and some teammates are battling, but other than that, you'd recognize him. He was the same no-nonsense, true grit, do what it takes Chris Sale that we've become accustomed to since the first day he arrived in Boston from the White Sox last December. Sure, said Sale, he'd pitch on short rest in these playoffs. After all, this is what I live for. I'm throwing until my arm falls off. Yeah, Chris Sale is here in Houston. He's the same guy who showed up in Fort Myers without the Twitter account, and he's the same guy who, under the supposed white-hot spotlight of media that shines 24/7 on the Red Sox and thrive to put together a Cy Young caliber season. This makes a ton of sense and is completely reassuring. Had he shown up with stars in his eyes and a catch in his throat, it would be time to sound the alarm bells. I think this somewhat compares to the way he came into Boston following the trade. He has handled it without distraction, he's handled it with, I think, a consistency to his routine and being true to himself, who he is as a performer, as a pitcher, said manager John Farrell. I would venture to say, knowing Chris the person, that the same approach will be applied today. And I think the beauty inside of Chris Sale is that he focuses solely on the things that he can control, something as simple as command in the count, strike one. Keeping it pretty much to the basics. He's done such an excellent job of that, coming in with all the expectations and the highlight from the trade. He's handled it beautifully, and I would suspect at this stage, this next set of games in which he's going to experience for the first time will be handled the same way. Sale said that as far as he can tell, his current surroundings are identical to where he's been all along, which is in the zone. I don't want to put any more emphasis on this than there already is, Sale said. This is obviously playoff baseball, so it comes with a lot more attention. But for me, I'm going to pitch the same game, I'm going to go out there and do the same things I've always done. I'm not going to reach for another avenue that I haven't reached for in my entire career. So I don't think now would be the time to start doing that.